Alright, so I want to talk about something that I've been seeing a lot recently on Reddit and on Twitter, and it's that a lot of people are saying that the new Void 3.0 Hunter is going to be weak, and honestly, I couldn't disagree more. Now, I get it, Hunters are losing Heart of the Pack, and they're also losing Combat Provisions, which is turning into two separate fragments, but there's two things that the Hunter has over the other two classes. And it's the fact that the Hunter will be the best class for weakening enemies, and also they'll be able to go invis the most to probably keep it up as much as they want. So here's how I'm picturing it in my mind. So when I eventually get around to using my Hunter to beat the Witch Queen campaign, I'm probably going to use these two aspects. I'm going to use Vanishing Step, so whenever I dodge I go invisible, and I'm also going to use the new revamped Stylus Executioner. Defeating a void debuff target which is weakened, suppressed, or volatile grants invisibility and true sight. While invisible and after a Stylus execution, your next melee attack weakens enemies. My goal with this is to be able to weaken as many enemies as possible and to be able to keep myself alive by going invisible as much as possible. So let's remember that the new melee attack, the Smoke Bomb, is going to weaken enemies by default. And if you use Gambler's Dodge, which is what I use whenever I'm playing Hunter, you're pretty much going to have a weaken on command as long as you have pretty high mobility. So the build loop or the gameplay loop would look something like this. Use your Smoke Bomb to disorient, suppress enemies, weaken them. Go in, get a kill, you're going to go invisible because of Stylus Executioner. Your next melee attack out of invis after proccing Stylus Executioner will also weaken the enemy you attack. So then you melee the enemy, they're weakened, you kill them, you go back invis, maybe by then you use your dodge, you get your melee back, throw another Smoke Bomb, then you kill them, go invisible with Stylus Executioner, melee. It's just a constant chain of going invis, weakening, going invis, weakening, or weakening and then going invis, then meleeing out of invis to weaken and then going invis again. I think it's going to be a nasty cycle and a lot of people are sleeping on that. And that's not even including exotics. Throw on the 6 Coyote if you want to have double dodge, double Gambler's Dodge so you can have more Smoke Bombs. Throw on Graviton Forfeit so your ability lasts longer, plus you get like increased health regen, your melee comes back faster, and a couple of other things. You can even throw on Omni Oculus so you have double Smoke Bombs, and then when you're invis you have more damage resist. There's so many ways you can use this subclass where you can either lean more into invisibility or lean more into the weakening with the Smoke Bomb effect or the melee effect. And honestly, I'm so excited. I honestly think I'm going to do Warlock first because I'm a Warlock main. Then I'm going to do Hunter and then Titan, honestly, because it just seems so fun and it seems really, really good. And not to mention that Tether got a rework. Now it shoots 2 shots of 3 arrows as opposed to you sitting there and shooting 6 arrows with the bottom tree Tether right now. The arrows will also track now, so now you don't got to worry about missing your shots if you want to land some nice boss damage or clear a bunch of ads because they're just going to track enemies. And then if you want to throw on Orpheus Rigs, boom, you get another shot. So you can shoot 3 shots of 3 arrows, that's 9 arrows. And supposedly, this is what Bungie said, that is on the higher end of DPS super. So it's going to be pretty good for any type of DPS phase. It's a debuff and it does good damage. I honestly think this subclass is going to be great. And if you don't even like Tether, you could always use Spectral Blades, which is really good for ad clear. You can go invis while using it, which would probably play into some of the other, verb or keywords that they're using for these subclasses, so you can get some of the benefits from your fragments while in your Spectral Blade super. So if you want to have more ad clear, if you want to be support, you have both options here. And I just don't sleep on this subclass. That's all I'm going to say is just don't sleep on it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to be making a ton of content once Witch Queen drops in about a week, making a lot of builds, a lot of thoughts and opinions, like videos like this. So definitely subscribe if you want to see more, and I hope to see you guys next time. Deuces.